just got some shiny new
It's
upgrades in
Tuesday and it's
stock.
past 11, so you know what that means. Time to check out the new weekly. Lowest. We're going to be getting a new pattern from this one, being the circuit pattern. I'll put a picture of it up if I remember. Oh! I mean, I should check out before we take a look at what the weekly is. I should probably look at what the practice challenge is. Okay, doesn't look too bad. Yeah. That's a lot of carves. Okay, so it looks like this one's a carve-dependent one. Okay, wow. Okay, hold the fuck
That
up.
actually matches so well.
It's the first ceiling from it.
Okay, we're high up.
Okay, why are your pants on fire? What part do you need, Ryan?
This one doesn't look too bad so far. Okay, ceiling carve. That. Okay. So let me just figure out how many ceiling carves there are. So we have this one.
You jump up high and then you start your...
Though I can't tell if we're in space. Or if we're not, so that might be a tough one for me to do.
Yo, bro's just beating it up.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna get a bunch of speed to make this jump.
Okay, I'm able to.
We don't even need a wall carve that.
Please.
Okay, well, this is looking weird, but neat. Okay, this one looks like it's gonna be a fun one to play. Seriously, weeklies like this prove why we need to have a... Okay, and a second wall carve, and a second ceiling carve. Okay, so this is gonna be like 2 ceiling carves, a bunch of wall carves. Okay. I'm gonna give it one more time, and then we're gonna see, and then I'm gonna try to get some tips for it. That barely helps. The practice challenge, just like last week's, is like, it's nice to do and all, but it's practically useless.
Dude, that is glazed, dude. Stop glazing me, bro. Why are you glazing me, guys?
You know what that guy's doing, but I'm gonna take the clearly intended route and my left controller as well. Fun. Okay, wow. So yeah, practice your ceiling carves.
Imagine failing the grace.
That's all I got for right now. Let me just... If you have enough speed, you should be able to easily make that jump. You can just tap the wall a few times to make this jump. You don't need to do a ceiling. Why do I always mix this up? A wall carve. This one. If you can get down here with still be lined up with the wall, it should be easy enough. Okay, and this part isn't too bad. You can also just tap the walls and you make it through pretty easily. So yeah, practice your wall carves a tiny bit, and then primarily practice your ceiling carves. I'm gonna give it a few more attempts, because that's all I have. Just practice your... This is an entirely carved base. Just practice your ceiling carves, that's all I have for this one. If you're not good at ceiling carves, then learn. I'm gonna need to learn how to ceiling carve properly. Up here though, it should be slightly easier, because we're in space or at low gravity. But then we head way down for that. Yeah, don't do that jump unless you're insanely confident. Because if you're not 100,000%. Dude, that is tough. Ceiling carves, oh how I hate you. I have no tips other than just practice your ceiling carves. For right there and right there. I want to take a closer look at where all the positions for the are. Because if we are fast enough, could we just jump?
SB shot a Philip.
across the ceiling carve
Suck
section.
ass through enemy.
I mean, theoretically, we probably could jump across it. We would need to do a sharp carve and jump across this entire thing. But maybe. I'm gonna give it one more shot for the trying to skip that ceiling carve and then take a look at the second ceiling carve. Because I'm fine with everything else. Everything else I'm fine with. I just need more speed, which I get from tying everything together.
Bonnie Blue.
Look, how are you guys all failing? How are you guys all failing?
If you're gonna try to do it, you're gonna take this long route because it gives you more, because it lets you get more speed. Okay, no, you cannot just skip that. No, okay. Because you need to collect something. Because you need to jump.
Here is this little.
Because you need to collect something right here. While still managing to jump right here while maintaining a lot of speed, and that timing would be so tight that it's practically impossible. Keyword is practically, because technically it might be possible. I'm not sure if you would have enough speed even if you managed to do the turn good enough. I'm not sure if you didn't have enough speed to do it. To skip that ceiling carve? Yeah, so like I said, all I have is practice your ceiling carves. As I imagine that the ceiling carves are gonna be major run killers for most people. So why is the practice not revolve around ceiling carves if that's the main challenge? If that's like the hardest parts? Okay, that's all I have. Goodbye.